This life was just a memory of the old man that one day I'll be. Could I improvise a symphony at a few more crescendos? Tango your fingers in mine, hot sex and ice cold brandy wine. This night could transcend space and time again. Take off your karma at the door, strip down till there's you and nothing more. Scream out cause we're young and dumb and pour another drink.
So Davey Lynch is our head chef at Ruby Cafe. He is my right-hand man. He's such a light to the cafe. He's worked here since we opened more than 3.5 years ago. He has put on such awesome plates, and he's recently worked in our harvest dinner where we highlighted local farmers, and in his speech there you can really tell that he loves the community that he lives in.
I am the kitchen manager here at Ruby Cafe. Started here about 3.5 years ago, even before this restaurant opened. And I got this job because of old Chef Kellen, which I've actually worked underneath him 2 times. One time was I hated my job and was gonna quit that day and decided to go get drunk at Elbow Room. And I sat down there, and the bartender was Kellen's wife, and she said that her husband is the sous chef at 1800 for Century. That's like it was like a French fusion fine dining restaurant. So then I got that job by drinking at Elbow Room, and then I was a full-time musician for about 5 years, traveling across the country. And then we started to slow down as a band, and I was sitting at the same bar at Elbow Room, and Kellen was sitting next to me drinking a beer, and he asked if I wanted a part-time job just cooking at this place here, Ruby Cafe. This is kind of a French brunch restaurant with crepes and quiches being our main hitters, but you know, taking other influences and like adding that to the French brunch, like perhaps we've done a Italian bolognese crepe here. We've done some southern things like a grits bowl with some collard greens and fries.
Consider friend as you walk by, as you are now, so once was I, as I am now, you too shall be.
In the back, work with David. Yeah, I mean, he's definitely taught me a lot about how to handle a knife, and a lot about what to do if you cut yourself, and you know, stuff like that. He's also taught me a lot about time management, how important it is to do certain things in certain ways to make sure you get plates out correctly and on time.
Horseshoes and hand grenades. The genre, I would say, I guess we call ourselves, it's kind of an oxymoron, but progressive old time. We like to take American traditional music and put a modern spin on it. So we do a lot of, well, I guess some people would call it cover songs, but they're less of a cover of a different band and more of a repeat of history. Some of the songs we do can date back to even the like Civil War era. So that's what we do. I am the harmonica player and accordion player. There are some recordings when I'll put on a little washboard for a little percussion too, but that's not really what I do. I would say harmonica is my first main instrument, even though I started with piano lessons. I took a lot of piano lessons as a kid, and then piano lessons and jazz piano in high school. And then, yeah, I met the guys probably my freshman year in college here at Stevens Point. Just walking around the dorms, I heard somebody playing guitar. That's where I actually met the banjo player, Russell. Met most of the other guys kind of around here. I met our fiddle player at what was called the After Dark. I think before that it was the Mission. Little coffee shop for open mics there, and I met our guitar player at the Northland Ballroom. It's more of a dive bar slash ballroom that does your cheeseburgers and steaks and things like that. They used to do an open mic every single Wednesday, and that's where I met him, just putzing around there. That's kind of where we first started to play in front of an audience. I guess we first started playing just on people's porches, and the first time we ever got paid was a house party, and we got 4 cases of Point Special and a pizza. So.